Alrighty, good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'd like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. It's 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence after? Mr. Myers, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner, as always. Can we have a roll call then on tonight's commissioners?
Tomich,
Here.
Soto Presley. Here. Garay.
Here.
Myricks.
Here.
Popper.
Here. Record, all five are present. Okay, number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Number 4, communications.
We received one from Norma Sue Cruz. She's interested in the property at 913 Bauer Street.
Okay, I did read it. I think you all have that in your packet, so.
Yes.
No action needed. We'll just refer this to staff and then have staff get a hold of her and see if something can be worked out. And we'll bring it to a future meeting then if she decides to purchase this. All right, number 5 is our minutes dating May 5th, 2022 and May 17th, 2022.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that the minutes for May 5th, 2022 and May 17th, 2022 of the Hammond Redevelopment Commission be approved and placed on file.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Myricks. That's for the meetings dated May 5th, 2022 minutes and May 17th, 2022 minutes. Is there any further discussion on these minutes? Okay, roll call, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Soto Presley. Yes. Garay.
Yes.
Myricks.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, we have Andrea Lewis tonight again. Welcome. Number 6 is our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. It looks like you may have 3 applicants.
Yes, but Miss Miriam Allen decided not to purchase the home, so she won't be joining us tonight.
So we just have the 2.
I do see Miss Shayla Austin on the Zoom, and Miss Faith Shelton is there as well.
Oh, okay. Good evening, ladies. How are you, Miss Shelton and Miss Austin? Hi. Hi. Just a couple quick questions. Let's start with Miss Shelton. How did you hear about our program? Miss Shelton?
Yes, I'm sorry.
How did you hear about our program?
I learned about the program through my lender.
Your lender? Okay. And Miss Austin, how did you hear about our program?
My lender as well.
Okay. Are both of you ladies first-time home buyers?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Does anyone else on the commission have questions for these ladies?
Not at this time.
Okay. Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Faith Shelton for 3252 175th Street and Shayla Austin at 1111 Truman Street.
Second. Don't we still approve Marion even though she's not here?
No, didn't she withdraw?
Yeah.
Oh, she withdrew. Okay.
The first one, Miss Allen. The first one, last name of Allen withdrew. Okay, then we have a motion by Commissioner Myers, seconded by Commissioner Garay. That's for for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the two applicants that have joined us by Zoom. That's Faith Shelton at 3252 175th Street and Shala Austin at 1111 Truman Street. Can we get a roll call, please?
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley. Soto Presley. Do I just go on?
Miriam, can you hear us?
She's muted.
Miriam, Cynthia's doing roll call on homebound. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm sorry. My voice keeps going in and out.
Gray.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Pawbridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Congratulations, ladies that joined in by Zoom. If you want to sign off, you may do so. If not, you're more than welcome to stay on. And
Thank you.
Anyway, congratulations and have a great night.
Congratulations.
All right, number 7 is approval of remedial action plan implementations engineering proposal for 628-700 Hoffman Street. We have John Blusky from Americo Inc.
Good evening, Commissioners, or afternoon. Yeah, this proposal is to finish up the 628-700 Hoffman Street. It includes the work for the grubbing that was awarded on the base bid of the entire site. And then the mercury soil procurement, management of that removal, and monitoring for the next 7 quarters as well, and the reporting to the Department of Environmental Management, and that should close the site out.
Approximately how long is a quarter again, or is that just? an
Every
county?
3 months, we
county
collect the
year.
groundwater samples and we send the report to the state.
Okay, I don't have anything, but thank you for your,
You're welcome. The site's
Update.
going real well out there. I mean, the work is progressing and looking good. All the trees are down. A lot of trees.
Well, if there's no further discussion or questions, Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval of remedial action plan inflammation engineering proposal for 628-700 Hoffman Street.
Second.
okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myers, seconded by Commissioner Tomlich. If there's no further discussion or questions for Mr. Blasky from Americo Inc., let's have a roll call.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Pawbridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a good evening, and we'll
Thank you,
keep you
Mr.
updated.
Blasky.
Thank you. See you later, John.
Okay, number 8's approval of recommendation for roof repairs at 523-527 State Street.
Mr. President, I had a question on these. I thought when I was looking through my packet, it seemed like they were at 3 different locations. Are they all supposed to be for the 628, or I'm sorry, the 523 through 20, or 527 State Street?
Yeah, I saw the different addresses too. So, give Attorney Westland a minute here.
Jen, this isn't an HDC property, is it?
It's the State Street shelter. It's owned by Redevelopment, but State Street Shelter runs the shelter out of the building.
Cynthia, do you know,
I
like,
do know that they want
Heather's point, the bill is 537 state.
And he's referencing on there the east and west roof, so, I mean, the pricing, the bids are pretty similar, but I was just confused as to whether there were multiple properties or if there was confusion on the part of the contractor.
I'm not sure, I just know that the most updated, I think Blue submitted an updated, they have the most updated,
Something we could,
estimate.
tables to the next meeting,
I don't know, and then Corellis is significantly higher, it's
Right.
another 50% higher than the other two, so the agenda says 523 to 527 state.
And that is the only, I think Gluth is the only one that has that noted correctly.
Right. Yeah, because Corellis then says 525.
Corellis was doing, in their, I do know from discussions with staff, that they, Corellis was submitting for a complete tear off, and the other ones were repairs. I'm asking Juan to zoom in right now, if you guys
Okay.
give him a second.
Okay, why don't we go on to the next one until Juan, because I know Jen's here and Dean's here, so for number 9 and 10, and we'll see if you can get Juan or Ann to zoom in for that number 8.
That sounds fair. So we'll just hold on to this for a minute, we will come back to this, number 8. All right, number 9 then is approval of HDC Tech Incubator Rent Subsidy Program. We have Ms. Jen Bussey tonight.
Hi. This is a program that we were working on over the years. We've been trying to bring more tech companies into the downtown area. I came up with a program of being able to utilize a rent subsidy for startup companies or anybody who is willing to come to the downtown. It's a 2-year plan on a scale that goes up over the 2 years from the tenant paying 20%, 40%, 60%, and 80% of the rent. Once it's over, they pay the market price of what the office would be. We figured that this would help to bring in new businesses. It's a subsidy program that we've worked in the past with new entrepreneurship companies, and we believe it'll work really well for the tech programs because we are designated as a tech park in the downtown area, so we were hoping that the tech funds would be applicable for this.
Mr. President, I have a few questions for Ms. Bussey.
Yes.
With the Tech Park funding, is that an allocation that you currently receive, or is this an additional request of funding?
It actually is received by HRC, I believe. And so we were asking for part of that funding to come to HDC so we could do the marketing and we can offer the rent subsidy program for those tenants. I believe it's part of the tech park funding that was awarded to the city a couple of years ago.
It's new.
It's new.
It's new.
So I guess.
I mean, the money's been sitting there, but it's
Okay.
a new request from the HDC.
Yes,
That's-
Those funds
exactly.
are not currently allocated to any type of debt service payment or anything like that?
It is not allocated to a debt service payment, although you may recall from your days in your past life that there's a significant amount of money in that. And certainly, we need to, if this program's going to go, we need to get this allocated because of all the other fun and exciting things we're doing in downtown. If you know what I mean.
And I believe when I spoke to the city about this, this was a 1-year trial program to see how it goes. And then if it works and we see a nice receipt of tenants coming in that are tech people, then we want to continue that on, and we would have to make another formal request next year for the funding.
And when do you anticipate the program would actually begin?
As soon as we receive funding. We're going to use 10% of that to upgrade the tech of the buildings and to also market.
So, yeah, with good marketing, you could draw more tenants. Has any tenants on the outside, looking in, asked for something similar?
They have not asked for it, but I did have a tenant or a possible tenant coming in last week, I believe it was. I had a meeting with her, and I mentioned that there's a possibility there could be a program. I kind of outlined it for her, what I was thinking. I told her it wasn't approved at this point, but that's where I was kind of going with it. She was very excited, a brand-new company that actually has national clients. So it's a really nice grab for us to get them into downtown if this works out. It would not only bring her in, but possibly other people that she could be working with that could utilize the program itself.
Okay. Any other commissioners? All right, thank you, Ms. Fussy.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the HDC Tech Incubator Rent Subsidy Program.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tolman, seconded by Commissioner Myers. That's the approval of HDC Tech Incubator Rent Subsidy Program. Let's have a roll call, please.
Real quick, Tony, before you do that, I just want to make so that the record's clear. This is a 1 year, 75,000 to be reevaluated at the end, well, after 1 calendar year, so July of next year.
Okay.
I'd like to add that to my motion then.
Second.
Okay, there's she's rescinding her first motion that this be evaluated after 1 year. That's the approval of HDC Tech Incubator Rent Subsidy Program. Motion by Commissioner Tolman, seconded then by Commissioner Myricks. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge?
Yes.
Soto Presley? She's off.
Looks like it.
Garay?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Hawbridge?
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Juan is on there.
Okay, I see him. Thank you, Cynthia. We will move back to number 8. Looks like we have Juan Marino. Number 8's an approval of the recommendation for roof repairs at 523-527 State Street. Yeah, Juan, can you give us a little overview of this and the addresses here that are for these
You're muted.
bids?
Got to unmute yourself, Juan.
You're muted.
Okay, I do apologize for that. Good afternoon, Commission, good afternoon, Counselor, and all the public, the events that I'm handling on all that. Yeah, so, regarding 523-527 State Street, that is a Hammond Redevelopment Commission owned, buildings in the downtown Hammond area. It is being used currently by the Hammond Baptist Church, and they are interested in to purchase from us with, the condition that we fix the roads, which are in very bad condition. So what you have before you today, you should have the estimates before you, which is from Group, Corrales, and, the third one is, I believe JD, I forgot the third one that's before you right now. However, they were reviewed by the staff, I had a conversation with the Director of Planning and Development, and all agreed that not only is Group one of the most reasonable, one of the following Hammond business, and we want to support the Hammond business to, go forward with the job and fix both roads, 523 and 527 State Street.
Commissioner Heather Gray, do you want to add anything for Juan?
Juan, just for a point of clarification, when we were reviewing the bid proposals, the other 2 bidders referenced different addresses, so I wanted to be clear that they were bidding on the same property, and the review and recommendation to select Gluth Brothers for the work was done with that in mind.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing that up to my attention. So when they, both were being sent out, there was confusion with the 2 buildings. For one, some are labeled 523, one was labeled 527, and the actual revenue address of the building, one is 523 State Street, the other one is 527. However, all the estimates before you, they
Thank you.
All right, yes, thank you, Juan.
I'd like to, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the recommendation for roof repairs at, is it correct, the 523 to 527 State Street?
Is that gonna be for Gloop Brothers then?
Oh, we have to make a
You
recommendation?
should, there's
Oh, which
two
one?
others in there.
Then, yeah, I would say I make the recommendation for Gluth Brothers for the approval of the roof repairs at 523 to 527 State Street.
Second.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Then we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Gray. That's for the approval of recommendation for roof repairs at 523, 527 State Street for Gluth Brothers. Can we have a roll call, please?
Tomich,
Yes?
Soto Presley, Gray,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes. Motion passes with 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Counselor. Have a good evening.
Thanks, Juan.
Thank you.
All right. Number 10 is an approval of the Rotunda Plaza Landscape Architectural Services proposal. We have City Engineer Dean Button.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening to the most venerable board. We have in front of you today a proposal with Planned Environment Associates. A colleague, friend of mine, John Rubel, is here from Planned Environment Associates to answer any questions you might have about his proposal. This is for the new plaza that will be design of the new plaza that's being constructed west of Holman, north of the newly realigned Rimbach Street, right? Rimbach and Fayette sort of lined up together. We straightened Rimbach and are moving the rotunda, as you know, has been picked up and set aside on redevelopment property as it exists now. It's all fenced and secured. We'll be taking the rotunda and moving it to its final home, which it will be a plaza that sits in front of the proposed Taylor Row homes that ATG is developing at the former Goldblatt site. John comes highly recommended on a number of projects that he has done in his past, notably for the city of Hammond. He did a really cool, and I'm probably overplaying this, but the planter, if you've seen the planter in front of the Dairy Bell, he did that project. But he's done a lot of work up at Wolf Lake. He did some really inspiring garden areas for the Franciscans in Crown Point, and he's doing a master plan for City Hall, improving of the landscape around there. We hope to have that project move forward at some point. He's done a really good graphics for us on the new bridge that's going on in Hessville, the new bridge that you see that's being constructed now over Calumet Avenue near the Little Calumet River Trail project. And so what's noted here in this is we need someone who has the capability of putting together the plans and the documents that we can go out to bid. I will be acting as the engineer of the project, so this is a project that would go out for public bidding. I'm not sure the source of the funds of the public bidding. I imagine it probably will be coming perhaps through the Capital Improvements Board, but since it's in the redevelopment area, it was recommended or instructed by the administration to have John's services come before the Redevelopment Commission. So his fee, if I remember right, it's about $24,000. It's a tight timeline, so John's doing me a big favor to try to get this project so that we can get it to bid and bids open so we can start a project in September or October, which is in line with when the Taylor Row project is expected to start. So Our access to the site is from Hammond and Rimbach. Their access to the site is to the north and to the west of where we will be working. And so the plan is to take the elevated rotunda and move it to the north side of Rimbach on its piers as it was before, but to not have a pool, standing water underneath, or fountain-like feature underneath. The administration has asked us to look at more of a spray feature, so we're not looking at all at a splash pad, right? This is like an artistic sort of plaza with water coming up front and lights coming up that can be really elegant at night, right? So this is it's not intended for children to be playing around all the time, although children might come and get wet, and you know, some surprise people walking through the plaza might get wet too. But it's to be a much more elegant sort of display that is different than what you had seen in the past under the rotunda, where we've been mindful of what had happened there in the past, and we want to make sure that that doesn't occur in the future. And so he's putting together the plans and the documents that get us to a biddable set that I will put the rest of the documents together, and the city will bid this out to a construction contractor for constructing in the fall. And I'll take any questions, and John's here.
I have a couple, Dean. Well, first I want to
Sure.
say it's great that we're reusing this.
Yes.
Will that water, will it just go into a sewer and be gone, or will it recycle?
Yeah, so that's, as you may know, at Wolf Lake, the splash pad at Wolf Lake is 100% reused water. And that requires a lot of maintenance daily and chemicals to keep that water in a condition that keeps the splash pad users safe. The other splash pads that we have constructed are one-time through, so it's one-time through to waste. We want to do that here because the volume used is going to be pretty low, right? It'll be small features running. It won't be like the tipping bucket you see at Wolf Lake where, significant amounts of water are used. But it will go to drain right away, and there'll be individual lines that run to each of the features that are out in the plaza. The developer has given us a closet inside their development to put all of our indoor facilities in, right? The solenoids, and it's not going to be a very large room, but it'll have the electrical equipment and the pipes and controllers so that we can work the feature from the inside a room. And that closet has all been agreed upon by the developer in the development agreement between the city and the developer.
So even with the realignment, won't it be close to where it used to be in the first place?
You know, it's sort of, right? The roadway is going to go right through where the rotunda was, so it's actually going to move maybe about 100 feet north of its old location, but it's a good point. And we're doing right-of-way work now to dedicate the new right-of-way and vacate the old right-of-way. It's a fun project. I think you'll be very pleased in the end with what you see.
I don't have any questions.
Sounds good. Thank you, City Engineer Dean Button.
Thank you.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion or any questions, I make a motion for the approval of the Rotunda Plaza Landscape Architectural Service Proposal.
Second.
We have a motion then by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. That's the approval of Rotunda Plaza Landscape Architectural Services Proposal. Can we have a roll call, please?
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley, Gray,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Upridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
I'm grateful to the board and their confidence in us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Commissioners. Look forward to working with everyone.
Thank you.
Sounds like I could still possibly take a shower, but not a bath. What you're telling me.
Please don't give them any ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, just kidding. Number 11 is our bills, register of claims. Thank you, Karen, for the update on these dating May 25th, 2022 through July 5th, 2022.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the register of claims, beginning with claims dated 5/25/22 and ending with claims dated 7/5/22. Claims number R61676 through R61829 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tolman, seconded by Commissioner Myricks. That's for our register of claims. Any question on these claims for staff? Okay, roll call then.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley, Gray,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Number 12's reports. Miss Africa Tarver couldn't be here tonight. Would you like to add anything, Cynthia or Dave or Karen?
No.
Okay. Number 13 then, new and unfinished business. I don't think we have anything tonight. Okay, that brings us to number 14, public comment. Public comment is open. Somebody want to come forward? You can do so now. Okay, public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Number 15.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.